So here it is. Andrew, I'm building this video so that you can get an idea how to do it. Hopefully this works and it's not too confusing. So I'm on my Safari, uh, and since I use it so much, the ESPN app for fantasy hockey is just there as an icon. I'm just going to click on it, and it's going to take a few seconds to load, and it brings me directly to my fantasy hockey thing. And if not, you can always just go type in ESPN uh, fantasy hockey. See, it's right there, and you search it, and it'll load, and then you can click on it, and then somewhere around here, I think this icon, you can use it to sign into your thing. It'll ask you if you want to use Facebook, whatever. You do that, you draft it, so you already know that, and then you're probably only going to have one thing on the side here. I have 25, but that doesn't matter for you. You just click on yours, you go on it, and then so it's going to bring you directly to or it should bring you directly to this page. So then you see up here that you have matchups for every week. So if I wanted to make my team for next week, I would click on that matchup, and I would switch my team, and then I can switch here, and the team that I put on this date can be completely different from how I place my players for this date, and they won't interfere with each other. The reason I do it close to the start of next week is that in case a player gets injured, I don't want to have him in my lineup. Right now I have a player in my IR right here. The way that I did that is I went to, see up here it says Manage IR. If you have a player that has that or O next to their name, you can put them in here, and then basically you have a free spot here that you can now pick up a player and add them to your team. I already did it, so I can't do it again, but you can do it. This guy's playing on Tampa Bay's first line. He's doing pretty well. There's a couple of other guys, and this guy, he's a defenseman. I told Natasha to pick him up. He's good. You can see I have these guys on my watch list because I think they're good. Anyways, so that's that. I'm going to go back to my team for this week, and I will show you what I'm going to do. So what it does is that it shows me all the games that the players are playing this week, how many games and against who. So what I'm going to do is I normally look at who I'm playing for that week, what player they have in their utility, how many games their, for example, defensemen are playing. Like if all of his defensemen were playing 2 games, I wouldn't worry about putting another defenseman in here because if I'm playing way more games than him, I don't need to worry about minutes. So I usually use this guy as to kind of really solidify the stat that I need help against that person. For example, these are all the stats that matter to us. If he has a lot of goal scorers, I'm going to put in maybe a guy that gets more goals, or assists, or penalty minutes, or whatever. The other thing that's what I did for my team is I picked up players that have this right wing, left wing thing. That means that I can put Alex Ovechkin in this, or I can put Alex Ovechkin in as a right wing. For me, though, the secret that I do every year is that I get guys who are centers and left wings or right wings that also take faceoffs. So, because normally it's only centermen who take faceoffs, that's how it works in the NHL. And so I got this, but I also got guys here taking faceoffs, which is a huge bonus for me because I'm blowing everybody else out of the water in faceoff wins for that reason. And then, okay, so Boston still is only playing 2 games a week. That sucks. But look, I have Patrick Hornfisk, who's playing 4 games. He's been okay. He's been with Pittsburgh, and he gets some stuff. Radko Gudas normally gets penalty minutes, which is why I put him in, but he hasn't been doing much for me. This guy plays with Connor McDavid, so, you know. Oh, and I also picked up Derek Brassard because he's been doing really well for Ottawa. And he does faceoffs. So I'm playing James, and he's pretty good. So I'm probably going to look at his team. But for now, I think my best bet... Do I need shots on goal? So see, it's between this guy and this guy for me. Because everybody is playing about the same amount of games. I would have put him in, but he's injured. So for now, he's playing 4 games. I'm probably going to put him here. Because he plays about the same amount of time. He doesn't get block shots. So anyways, that. And then basically what I do when I'm done doing that is I go submit, right? Done. And you have to remember to click that. Otherwise, if you go to another page, it's not going to be there. To see what your other person is doing, you can just click on that because it tells you who you're playing that week. And see, look, I'm going to look at him. Yeah, see, he gets quite a bit of shots on goal, and he's got him in for the week. I could also put Patrick Maroon in just to kind of. Anyways, yes. And again, you see this red day-to-day thing? You can't put those guys in the IR, so don't even try. Only guys with that or an O next to their name. So I think that's mostly it. I don't know if there's anything else. And yeah, you just want to have a kind of a good mix of all that stuff. I'll actually go to your team. And I'll just look at your team so that I can, whoops, that's Tasha's team. She played you last week, right? Yes. So, is that, oh, you already did your team. So you know what you're doing. Yeah, so you have Jagger in your IR. You have, yeah, you figured it out. Getzlaff is, yeah. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if you want to leave him in your utility. You can put Corey Perry, who plays on his line, there instead. That might be a better move. Otherwise, it looks like you pretty much got it figured out. Yeah. You might want to look out at maybe switching this guy out because look, another thing you can do is click on the players and it shows you how much they play each game, and you can also see more stats that, I don't know, he's okay. And you also picked up this guy. It's not terrible, but he's a defenseman and he only plays that many minutes. But then again, he's got 9 assists. So, anyways, that's up to you. You got some pretty good players here. I think that's it. So yeah, you can look. I showed you how to look at your things. Oh, see, you've already got it all figured out. You did it all yesterday, I guess, with Dad's help. Scoreboard, that's how you look at everybody else's things. And that's that. Okay, so I guess I'm going to end this video.